Why do men have nipples?
Just to look good.
Just to hurt on the run.
Accessorize.
It's like, did Eve have a belly button?
Huh.
You know?
Yeah, because that's where you're attached to your mother.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Now we're thinking.
Yeah.
Men have them, so you know you're getting too fat if a baby latches on. It's a litmus.
I gotta go hit the gym. Yeah, I started thinking, I was like, when I had gynecomastia, I was like, if they just remove my nipple, it's like, that's not a big deal. And then I saw, this is terrible. Then I saw a picture of a woman who had a double mastectomy. I was like, oh, no nipples. It's really weird on a person. I was like, man, we keep my nipples.
Yeah.
No, they do pretty good. The tattoo artists are pretty good at tattooing nipples.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't make them textured.
Well,
yeah, I mean, that's the best part.
Well, dude, if they could put those fake horns in people's foreheads,
Yeah, they can probably.
you could pump some silicone in my nipple.
Yeah. Yeah, they can do some amazing things.
They could give you some taffy nipples.
Dude, I was at work. Your nipples always hurt. I was like, why are you looking at my nipples?
And yes.
The whole time that's growling and one that's smiling.
Because they're pierced, actually.
I took over security at the church. That's what Kevin, every time in the group chat, they would just post a video of the rooftop Korean. Like, dude, Shane's on at 9 o'clock today.
I was in the army with the dude who lived out in LA. He said, he was like, dude, that was my uncle. The rooftop Korean. Dude, those guys were crazy.
Yeah. They are. They still are.
They were just shooting at everyone.
That's the thing about agents, dude. I've noticed, like, they'll never let the ops know they're your next move, you know? They're pretty silent.
Yeah.
But they're, like, heavily armed.
So when you get promoted in the military, how's that work?
You just... So, when you're, like, E4 to E6, it's all through, like, a promotion board.
Okay.
You just stand in front of a bunch of dudes and they grill you with questions. You know, and you got to chase points, like get education. But when you get up to the more senior levels,
Yeah.
it's through a centralized board. So you submit a board packet with all your evals, and then people review it and be like, yeah, this dude's good, this dude's not good. But when the Obama or the Biden administration took over, they did away with your DA photo. So now they don't even see a picture of you.
Oh.
They just see paper. So on paper, these guys look like rock stars. Then when you look at them, they look like a bag of milk. And they did it because they said the process was racist.
Yeah, like Shane, he's Korean.
I was like, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I look pretty slim and trim in my uniform. And I look like a soldier.
Right.
It's the only way to say it.
Yeah. It looked like
Then I see these fat people get promoted. And it's like, dude, there ain't no way. I just watched you eat a whole can of mayonnaise yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you sham out on your PT test.
No offense, Sam. Sam's the mayonnaise guy.
Yeah, but like,
I stay pretty trim.
it's just wild because the promotion system's flawed, but Pete Hegseth is fixing it. So to answer your question, it's on a centralized board, but they base it off of potential.
Attaboy.
Yeah. But more where that came from.
Like, I was promoted on my first looks.
Attaboy.
That's right. And then I denied my final promotion. They were not happy.
What do you need that shit
They were
for?
trying to get him to Sergeant Major.
Dude, so I got looked at 17 years, made the list at 18. And I was like, I'm not staying in an extra 6 years. For what?
Yeah.
So on my pension, it would have been like an extra $500 a month. I was like, I'm gonna make that up in the civilian world.
Yeah.
Well, I tell people I got more time on a porta-john in Iraq than you have in the military.
You
so.
got more time cranking your hog, dude.
Not anymore, dude. I've been good for 3 years.
Well, your past life.
Oh yeah. You know, I was kind of going off the beaten path here. I noticed, you know, a lot of guys overseas would look at porn. And like, dude, I was just never into it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't one of those things that like man, I can't wait to just go do a 4-knuckle shuffle after a 12-hour day. I'm like, I just want to go crush steel and go to bed.
Yeah.
And these dudes are just like going to town. I'm like, hey man, I live in the same hall than you do. Like, we're in a tent.
Shane was go home and look up more tactics on how to cut a guy's throat different ways, how to kill a guy.
Shane said, you know you can kill people with an MRE.
Honestly, dude, I wouldn't even shower after an hour. I put on PTs and just go hit the gym. And then drink like 60 grams of protein and wonder why I can't sleep. Just peeing out of my butt the next morning. But yeah, it was just like, I guess being on target and killing bad guys wasn't euphoric enough. Like it just turned to like a sexual need. You know, looking back, I really wish I would have asked those guys, like, why do you do it?
Yeah. That's just an addiction like anything. They just need to.
So weird. I mean, in the military, it's like you ask any dude, 9 out of 10 are like, hell yeah, I watch porn. And it's like, and I'm not here to judge.
Yeah.
I had my own vices, but like, it surely wasn't that.
I ain't gonna say I'm an addict, but I ain't gonna say I never watched it either.
Yeah. I just
ain't gonna say.
It's gotta learn the new moves.
like the Amazon.
What's this 5-knuckle shuffle you speak of?
4.
Oh, 4.
You keep the thumb on the trap, on the keyhole. Use 4.
4 knuckles.
Plug pipe until you're ready.
I don't know if 4 knuckles would fit on my penis. How about the 1
I
knuckle?
feel like it too.
The 1 knuckle.
The one with the microscope.
The 1 knuckle slug push.
Call it snapping your carrot, stringing your heart.
Oh, shit.
You out down there playing the cello, buddy?
And this is another episode of Get Hard with 6 dudes.
Yeah.
We love being around hard.
What is this?
I know, that's what I was wondering. What is
Is that a
it?
couch?
Hey, I'm interested. Looks like a float. It's like a pool float that blew over here or something.
I think a helicopter dropped it a couple
It
minutes
is a
ago.
couch.
I knew it, dude. Somebody came up here and dumped
That's
it.
bullshit.
I hate that.
I do too. I'm gonna
What's the
check
point
that
of
out. I'm
coming
gonna
up
take that
here?
to my house. Nice bed bugs at the house or something. We might want to shake it off. As we run by it, we gotta be careful.
You know, when I was moving up here, Chrissy and I were trying to get rid of our old king mattress and our box spring. And dude, I thought about dumping it. And I just felt this huge conviction, like, don't be a turd.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And dude, the next day I took it to Habitat for Humanity. And I was like, dude, you're like a godsend. I said, I know you don't usually take these, but I'm grateful you do because they don't take mattresses anymore.
Well, they probably saw it didn't have freaking too many
shape.
stains on it. No.
It was just too firm for Christy.
Yeah.
She was still pregnant.
Yeah.
And anyways, I just felt like this conviction, like the Holy Spirit was like, nah, man, don't do it.
Yeah, do the right thing. Yeah.
So then I just called the next day. I was like, hey, I know you guys don't usually, but my wife and I just moved up here, and like I don't know where the dumps are. I literally open source Googled you guys. He's like, come bring it in, man. He's like, it was one of those bed frames as well that folds up into the headboard. So it was like a whole set.
He probably loaded that bad boy right into his.
Dude, he put it right in his own
Man,
truck.
yeah, heck yeah.
And I was like, thank you. And now even when I go to litter, I'm like, all right, I know this is the wrong thing to do. I'm not going to do it. It's super tempting because it's easy.
Yeah.
I flick my gum wrapper out. And I used to tell Christy because she'd get mad. I'm like, yeah, well, there's a prisoner who's going to come clean this up later.
Yeah.
She's like, that's wrong. She's like, I know.
For a while, we were basically prisoners. We spent a lot of time cleaning up trash.
Yeah. Well, I do now. It's like the military in me when I walk over trash in a public place. I'll look at people.
Everyone get online, let's go.
I'll look at people. I'm like, hey, did you not see that there?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but it's not mine.
Right.
I was like, all right. Count your blessings, buddy.
The Home Depot in Harrison is like it's like all trash collects in there.
Yeah.
Anything where there's a
Go
field.
off and pee. Anybody want to? Yeah, I got it.
You got it, Tim?
Yeah, I get it.
Hold that stick while I pee. Whoa, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah. We'll slow down for you. Not.
We are ripping an 8 pace. Wow.
That feels good.
Yeah.
Doing this on Wednesday I realized how much forearm strength you gotta have
Yeah,
for this bad boy.
it's tough, dude.
There's a video if you watch that teaches you how to run with your hips
Yeah.
instead of your legs and arms. I'm like, dude, I'm
Everybody's trying right now.
I'm
I'm like, okay, here we go.
You look like an NPC on GTA.
less arm swing, the more energy you save.
Did you see those Kenyans running? And you're like, it's like we're like toddlers running compared to them.
Yeah.
All right, funny story.
Yeah, my wife died.
Dude, I ended up on Dilfs at Disney. I took my daughters to Disney World by myself.
What is it?
It's called Dilfs at Disney. And some girl posted my picture on there. I was with my daughters, and my friend, she followed the page. She's like, dude, is this you? I was like, dang, I look pretty jacked. I was like, heck yeah, that's me. I was like, don't tag me in it. She's like, that's so weird. I was like, why do you follow the page? That's even weirder. I was in AIT and I was going to get a bus ticket home. And I was at the travel center on base. And my buddy Vinny and I were talking, and I just say, dude, that's gotta suck as bad as having cancer. The lady turns around, takes her son hat off. She said, I have cancer. I was like, oh man.
Did you kill yourself?
You can speak to it.
You
like,
want
you
to.
wouldn't-
Yeah, tell us about it. I was like 18. I've never felt so much shame.
Yeah.
I literally did the cleanest about face and ran. I was like, dude, I'll call my mom and tell her to come pick me up.
He said, I don't want to ride the bus home anyway. I mean,
I was trying to get a Greyhound ticket from Augusta, Georgia to Cincinnati. But my mom lived in Atlanta. I was like, you come pick me up. All lessons learned.
Yeah.
one time at the gym, I pulled up, and this lady, she was clearly not handicapped. She pulled in a handicapped spot. Luckily, I didn't say anything. But I was thinking, I was like, what a bitch, why would she do that? She came out, she went inside the gym, came out wheeling her husband. I was like, okay.
Thank God you didn't say
It's well deserved. Will had a funny story where, well, I guess mom was shopping and he was walking behind her. Some lady like hit mom's cart and Will's friend was with him. He's like, dumb bitch hit mom's cart. And then Will was like, do you think she heard me? And then she said, I did. It's like, it's funny she heard both.
They're such dicks back.
I know they were.
What do you guys think's gonna kind of happen over the next 10 years with TV and movies?
It's all
Like,
gonna be AI.
and how it's gonna.
They're already doing it in Hollywood. That's why you see a lot of actors starting film companies. They're kind of getting out of filming because they know the green screen's gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to pay a guy millions of dollars when you can tell ChatGPT or whoever. I'm sure they have more higher tech AI stuff than
Yeah,
that.
but you gotta look at the cost of using AI. The
Yeah,
cost of using AI is actually more expensive than the cost of filming a movie and editing it.
yeah.
Let's think about like sports, for instance. Like robots can do much better in sports than humans can.
Yeah, look at the robot goalie against Lionel
they're
Messi.
stronger, but people don't give a shit about that. They only care about what humans can do. They yearn for the human.
Well, people are actually,
Yeah, that's true.
they're infatuated with like
Good
the
point.
power of the human, like the human body, how it can perform.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay to see a robot.
So like, does that translate?
Yeah.
To,
Hey, you all right, man? Good.
but it's like, does that translate over to the arts? Like, well, do you care about how good a printer can make
Right.
a picture?
No.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Versus an artist painting.
Listen, people get all pissed off about Sammy Sosa and Jose Canseco juicing it up, but you weren't mad at those 500-yard bombs.
Right, I know.
500-foot bombs.
Yeah, I know.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
That's why in the military, when they're like, we want special operations to be the most elite,
Yeah.
then juice us up, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, especially guys like in your unit where it's like they're all 30s plus. Like you got
You
to
see the Delta operators that competed in BRC?
jacked out of their mind.
Anybody got water?
Yeah. Mine's
Bag.
mine's Pedialyte.
Do they drug test or how's
No.
that? No.
Big.
A lot of people's first inclination, it's like they see a church, a successful church, and it's like, oh, they're a cult.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say that about Church on Fire, who, you know, that they're just ignorant. I mean, I'm sure I've said it along the way. Just 'cause
Yeah, and if you come, we'll show you the black robes and everything. We set a little fire.
So are we beating it or gating? What is it?
But like,
I'm down for both.
do you?
You just not give that any thought, like those people.
Maybe
Yeah, I
Keith
mean-
Tibbles wasn't aware of such blasphemy heading
Yeah.
his way.
Unless I'm brainwashed, I think those people are speaking out of ignorance.
Yeah.
Because I see, usually the people that are saying that have not been involved
Yeah.
in said cult. And there's also like a legit scholarly criteria of what an actual cult is.
Yeah.
And it's when like one person has way too much control, power. Things like, hey, we're forbidding you to marry, or we're controlling what your finances.
Or you're gonna bang this dude because he's the
Exactly,
Messiah.
yeah. Legit.
And every lady in here is gonna marry this guy.
There's literally like a scholarly criteria where you have to check off certain amount of boxes.
I was told that we're supposed to give all our women to you, Levi. Is that?
Yeah.
He's like,
Don't get me wrong.
We do have those.
No, I just think when people say that, it doesn't really, I think it used to get to me because these are the people that have inconveniently invested in my life.
Yeah.
Like I remember growing up, people were working full-time jobs, side gigs, like families, full schedules, but then they would sacrifice their time just to invest in me, for me to become a better man.
Yeah.
And then people who have never walked in the doors and just heard blabber start calling it a cult.
Yeah.
And I used to get really defensive because I was like, this is my spiritual family. Like, they've invested so much time in me. They've sacrificed so much for me, and not out of any selfish will. Like, it was very sacrificial for them to invest in me. But that's just the kind of place the church should be.
Yeah.
So I used to get defensive about it. Now I just try and make jokes about it. Because when you get defensive about it, people get more skeptical.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
No, not anymore.
Hank, shut up about it, all right? No, I don't. So, I think people just speak out of ignorance. And I also think, here's my it's probably a bigger jump, but I think people get uncomfortable with a countercultural community. For example, church is a very communal lifestyle. You do life together with people who aren't in your immediate family.
Yeah.
And sometimes due to social anxiety, and the thing about that is they're challenging you, they're pushing you,
Yeah.
and they're like, there's grace, but there's also truth. And so if people are too comfortable at where they're at, it's super easy to say, well, hey, that place is a cult. I don't need to grow on I'm not the problem, they are. You know, oh, look at me on my holy hill. They're the problem. So part of it is people don't want to get spiritually uncomfortable, don't want to grow in their faith, and they're gonna just grab onto anything they can grab onto to dismiss it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I just think it's speaking out of ignorance. Unless I'm brainwashed, huh?
Well, I
Maybe
don't
I've
think
been-
you're brainwashed.
Maybe I've been brainwashed into loving other people,
Yeah.
making it a habit to inconveniently show up for people and invest in their life
Yeah.
and to pray and to find peace.
I think from coming from
that's
a
a brainwash,
Catholic
you know?
background,
Yeah.
though, it is different. Like in Catholic church, you kind of sit there, you pray to yourself, bow your head. You're not really involved as much,
Yeah.
right? You're more present. You take the Eucharist, sing
Right.
the
Oh,
songs.
Get on your knees, open your mouth.
Yeah.
I don't do that, but I know some people that
Go to
do.
Eucharist.
Take-
Yeah,
Right,
they
sure.
take-
What are you talking about, Sam?
We don't get on
They
our
take the Eucharist like that, which
Father Nelson.
I don't know. Maybe that's the right way. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a big relational aspect to church. It's the gathering of believers. There's been a lot of times where I've lacked in my faith, but because I was around other believers, they increased my faith. Like, I'm seeing what they're going through and they're still faithful.
Yeah.
Or like, they're just doing amazing things. It just encourages me. So, church, I mean, especially the early church, it's so deeply relational. Without the relationships,
Hang on.
without the relationships, it's kind of pointless. Church isn't a building, it's not an institute, it's not a structured program. It's
The
people.
Lord's house,
I can
right?
take for a second.
Okay, good.
Right.
Yeah, it's a different way of looking at things. I think some people are shocked, especially, I don't know, maybe like in today's world too. Like the average person is a swindler,
Yeah.
Like, I think everyone's a little maybe gun shy when it comes to people.
Yeah.
Like trusting them.
Right.
They're
Sure.
like, why is this person
Oh my
being
goodness,
so
yeah.
nice to me?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think there's a certain amount of naivete.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like even when someone, I don't know, when anyone calls me or anything, I'm like, okay, what's this for?
Yeah.
Right?
What's your agenda
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
There's few people like who contact me and I'm like, oh, they just want to be my friend.
Yeah.
And I try to be that way too. Like if I call someone, it's like, dude, I don't need anything from
Yeah.
you. Like
Yeah.
I'm good.
And don't get me wrong, dude. There's weird people that go to church.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's
I
weird
think
people
being in
everywhere.
ministry the last couple, year and a half has made me realize we invite everybody. Like,
Yeah.
we allow, there is no, hey, check at the door. Like,
But that's how it
There's-
should be, right?
yeah,
That's
exactly.
God's people.
Exactly. But it also, there's always wolves among the sheep.
Yeah.
Jesus teaches about how the plants, he went out, it's like God is a farmer, went out to plant seeds, and there's people bearing fruit, but then the enemy comes in, and then he plants a bunch of weeds among the plants.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's weeds everywhere that look like plants.
Gotta watch out for the Father Nelsons in the group.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah,
You get some weird folks that do shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
like you got to beware of the wolves, but you also want to be there for the community at the
Exactly.
same time. So it's kind of like
there's
it's a hard
grace.
place to be.
There's grace for, like, if you're new, if you're just welcomed into the family, there's a ton of grace, and it's our responsibility to cultivate you, like, to invest in you
Yeah.
and your maturity. But then once there comes a time where it's like, all right, you're being stubborn, we're trying to push you, and you're not receiving it, then there's a process to not weed them out, but to almost acknowledge them not as one who is within the church.
Yeah.
It's all in Matthew 18. Jesus says, anybody offends you, go to them and point out their offense, and if they're unrepentant, go and find another witness. Good morning.
Morning.
And then if they don't repent again and they're still wrong, then you consider them as not within the church.
Good on you.
That's how you keep the wolves out from destroying the other sheep. And that's a very uncomfortable process, especially for me. I'm a very grace-heavy person.
Yeah.
You know, I want to give the benefit of the doubt. But you also
You're
have
not
to.
naive. You're
You have-
not,
yeah, exactly. You have to hold a standard and set a standard.
Yeah, it's a tough balance beam to kind of maintain,
People
right?
worship differently, right? But I guess if you're doing like seances and shit.
Sorry. No, you're good. Yeah, I mean, I've had to ask youth leaders to step down because they weren't living to the standard.
Yeah.
Like, you can't profess Christ and not live the way Christ has told you to live. Now, there's grace. Don't get me wrong. Like, you're gonna be forgiven as long as you're coachable, correctable, humble. Like, we can work with anything.
Yeah.
right.
Keep up the good work.
And it's really just about this word called discipleship, where Jesus invested in 12 dudes that he didn't really know, just saw and said, I can make you better. And then those guys invested in other people and said, I can make you better with the truth.
How many of those 12 made big mistakes? And tell me.
All 12.
All 12.
Oh my gosh, dude. Peter messed up every chapter.
Yeah.
But I think obviously Judas is like the biggest.
Did he end up coming to Christ towards the end? That like he killed himself?
Judas?
Well,
Yeah,
wasn't there
like-
two different stories of two different accounts of what happened to Judas?
Yeah, there was a weird account that came later.
Like one
That's
he
not-
killed himself,
that-
one he
Isn't really seen as credible.
got killed.
Right. Yeah. Similar account thinks that, oh, Jesus didn't actually die on the cross. It was just like an image of him.
David Blaine.
Yeah, a bunch of
I
weird
heard he
stuff.
like took the silver and like, did he throw it away or something?
Yeah, he did.
And then he killed himself.
Well, it's interesting. If you contrast Judas and Peter, within the 24 hours, 48 hours that Jesus got arrested and killed, both of them betrayed them.
Yeah, Peter
Judas
denied
turned
him,
in the
right?
money. Peter denied him.
Yeah.
One of them repented, was humble enough, did not get caught up in shame. Peter actually ended up repenting, reconciling with Christ, and moving on. Judas was so caught up in his shame that he quit, went into despair, and killed himself. So, I mean, that's just, who are you? Are you Judas, who gets left in shame and despair and quits? Or are you Peter, who even though you feel shame, you feel guilt,
Was
you
Peter
stand up and turn around?
crucified too, upside down? Was
Yeah,
that-
they're
he didn't
about to
wanna-
crucify him. He said, I don't want to be honored in that way.
Yeah.
He goes, crucify me upside down. I'm not worthy to die in the same way Christ died. 11 out of the 12 disciples got martyred.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't it like they all they had to do was denounce Jesus, right?
Right? Yeah, they said.
That's the craziest thing. Like
Like if that was a lie, no way.
Yeah,
they'd
that's
be
kinda like-
dying.
We tried to make up
the proof there.
some story. You know,
Talk
hey,
about
we're gonna
true
gain
believers.
power through this lie that the person we were following was really God. At some point, I mean, dude, you look at Watergate, those are 12 dudes trying to keep a lie, and none of them did.
Yeah,
So,
the ship
and
sank.
one of the people in Watergate that went to jail came to Christ because he was like, the disciples couldn't have been lying because I'm in a situation where everybody should have kept their mouth shut and nobody, for the life of them, literally, could keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
So he's like, they definitely believed Jesus was the Son of God, or else they would have died for it.
Okay, that's 20.
That's 20, boys. Make it a great day.